Good morning, YouTube. It's Sunday morning, doing the first ride of the year with a group here in Atlanta. I hadn't had a chance to get things done yet because so many things to do. Been working on the bike, but it is 54 degrees out, if not cooler. Oh, actually it's dropping since I came out the garage. Need to stop and get some gas. I'm running behind. Meeting up with family. Now I see where they are, so I'm going to hook up with them and join in the group behind them. They're getting started. Eba? Well, folks, we're off and riding. I don't know how many bikes we have going today. It's now 46 degrees. We're keeping the group tight. Got a bunch of bikes behind me, got many in front of me. What about it? We are? The ride was pretty interesting. It took us through various parts of Atlanta, some historic areas as well as some well-laid areas where they did a lot of renovations. And so I enjoyed the teamwork by the host riding club as to where they were blocking off traffic and doing things like that. I think they did a pretty good job. Just that with me, my personal preference is not large gatherings like this because it's cumbersome to deal with all the vehicles that we have to deal with when you're trying to go through intersections and things like that. So this is not my preference, but I had a good time anyway. As I said before, I prefer smaller crowds, but this worked out just fine. It was a cool day to ride. The weather held up. I at least am thankful that there was no rain, and I got to ride with some folks I never got to ride with before. I was surprised to see the number of gold wings that was in this group. These gold wings are well maintained. You can see some of them behind me there. But the point is that the bikes were well maintained. There were a variety of bikes, you name it. I don't think I've ridden in a crowd this large before. I'm being told that the crowd from last year was even larger than this. But this is just truly amazing to see this many bikers out at one time and to be a part of that. The group dynamics were phenomenal in this because there was signaling to each other whenever there were potholes in the road, dangers ahead, or when we were going to go single file. I love the coordination each person had, and the riders were very careful. Even when we were close, they were very careful, and so this was a well organized ride. But I got to see some of the scenery later on that was quite nice. And even though sometimes when you're in a group this large, it's hard to enjoy the scenery because you're more concerned about the group dynamics than you are about the ride. But you see the motorcycle stretched out behind me just then, and you realize that there was a lot more ahead of me. So that worked out pretty good. I was in this part of the pack that I can see the bikes ahead of me and the bikes behind me, and I can share some of that with you guys. And I'm sure these guys here had a good time on their bikes as well. There goes some of the road captains going by so they can block traffic and keep us all good to go and a close group. So you guys, when you want to try something like this, it's good to enjoy some things sometimes. So give it a try. I did, and I probably will again, but I'll still stick to my smaller crowd for most of the time if I can help it. Here we are at the end of our ride. People are coming into where we started from, and now we're just getting ready to end the official part of this ride. But I'm going to get with my sister and brother-in-law so we can break away and go get something to eat. But otherwise, it was a good day, and we'll show you a few clips of us leaving this place and heading to get some food. I did find a few limitations in my camera system that I need to fix later, particularly the power to my helmet cam. It was good to get out, get on the first of the year ride. Had to get out of the house, and weather was kind of weird before, but we finally got out, and I think it was worth my time to go out and enjoy the weather and just ride with family and friends. I met some folks that I never dealt with before, and a lot of riders, a lot of different things going on, but it was a pretty good event. But not as adventurous as some of the rides I've gone on before, but it was a good ride nonetheless. And I appreciate my sister and brother-in-law mentioning this ride to me so I can get out and do things a little differently compared to the people I know. I don't have the connections they do. But it was a good ride, and thank all the folks who participated. And they collected some money for a nice charity, and they donated it to the person right there on the spot who was in need. And I think that's a good cause for someone to be a part of. So it's good that they're trying to do something for their community. As we broke away from the crowd, the only thing that happened to me that was eventful was this Porsche Cayenne that was behind me kept coming up very close to the back of my bike. I don't know what his problem was. Maybe just being curious about the bike, or maybe the cameras. But he repeatedly come close to us, and he'll back off when we leave him behind, and then he'll come right back up on me again. And this happened several times along the way. He's gotten a lot closer than the regular cars would get. So I don't know what his problem was, but here we are trying to enjoy ourselves, and this guy's causing some problems. But we have to be careful out there, guys. You don't know what people are up to. Maybe just inquisitive, or they're after something else. So you have to be really careful out there. This guy stayed there for a long time until we got to the highway, and then I lost him in the crowd. So long, dude. I had left him for a minute, but here he comes again. But like I said, at this point, we're to the highway, so I'm going to make the ramp and say see you later to this guy. But one thing that was nice about this part was you can see a lot of the beautiful sky that was behind me. And I didn't notice this till later on until looking at the video, and I realized how beautiful it was. That was just a very beautiful sky, and I love that kind of scenery. So I'm sharing this with you all today. Maybe you all can get out and enjoy this kind of environment yourself. Enjoy the beauty that nature has for us. It's just outstanding to be able to see this and look back and see how beautiful the day was. So from then on, it was smooth sailing until we got to the place that we were trying to find us something to eat. And there was some good food and good company. So I encourage you all to get out and enjoy and have a happy new year for 2021. Take care, and thanks for watching.